Hello, my name is Taugaloidi. I'm the chairman of Bow Resources Development Cooperative Society Limited, located just outside of Alotau town at Bow Village here in the Milne Bay province. Our cooperative society is 6 years old now, May 23. As of May 23 this year, we're turning 6. We have been involved in a lot of activities under our cooperative with cocoa and coconut, vanilla, a bit of fish farming, besides other things like soap making and virgin coconut oil production. Most of our items that are being done, or the products that we are doing, especially like cocoa, we planted them around the COVID period. So we are only experiencing the first production this year, or a bit of it last year, but this year will be in full flush. So our farmers are already starting to sell outside of the cooperative to other markets, local markets here. But we have plans to enter into buying wet bean cocoa as well, starting this month, most likely next week. We are also some of the other things that we are doing, like dwarf coconuts, which we have the support from KIK, Coconut Industry Corporation. All the coconuts that have been brought on or been purchased or have been provided to us have been planted up within our membership farmer base, numbering just around 300 thereabouts, 3,000 sorry, thereabouts, plus or minus. Cocoa we have planted prior to COVID 2019 during the early stages of our cooperative. We have planted just generally about 15,000, with more being planted within our farmer membership. We have plans to expand. We are also supporting other groups within here that are procuring cocoa stocks. We supply them as well out of our certified Birdwood Garden. We all recently just supplied some cocoa to Warmira Cooperative Society, which is based in the north coast of Milne Bay on the mainland. And we are also supporting Cocoa Board with the extension services for Birdwood Garden establishments at Esala, including other areas that they will inform us of later as to what their schedules are like. I was asked this question of how all of this came about. I have a food manufacturing background. I used to be with steamships manufacturing some years ago with Lagai District in Leh. And one of the things that we used to import for the production of ice cream was cocoa powder and cocoa butter. And I always wondered why, even though we had cocoa being planted in Papua New Guinea, I always wondered why we were importing big quantities of cocoa powder from other sources outside of the country to come in for us to produce chocolate, ice cream, and tea shakes and whatnot. And so when I asked, I realized that there was not enough supply at the time, even though there is assumption that we have lot of cocoa being planted in country. I guess there is, but there's not enough food manufacturers that can downstream stocks down to powder and butter and cocoa butter and whatnot for large scale manufacturing in the country. That's the reason why we are importing. So that question more or less brought me home to some extent, and that's how I got into the cooperative with cocoa being our traditional product that we started with. Before everything else, we started with cocoa. And it's brought us to where we are now. We have plans going forward to also enter into that market if, when the time is right, when we're in the capacity to do so. At the moment, cocoa is obviously, the price is high, so everybody's looking into that product. But we'd like to, at some stage, do the same with vanilla and other things as well, coconut products going to the future. So that's where we are now with those three things. Fisheries, like I said, aquaculture, one of our members just recently came back from caving from the National Fisheries College in that went and did a some short training on aquaculture, and so he's back now. So he's starting to work on the projects again. So hopefully we can get that sorted out and get it prepared for prior to the festival, and that should add to the features of what we are doing aquaculture. There's been interest to us also to participate in conservation, which is mangrove farming or mangrove planting, sorry, and also other things like coral restoration and whatnot. Those are things we'll probably do next year. But apart from that, those are the main things that we are doing and why we are doing them. Leading into the future, obviously the future is bright for agriculture. Government's ambitions right now is to push for agriculture as a catalyst for us to rescue this country through these economic challenging times. We are just one cooperative. We are trying our best to support the government. I can also see there's a upsurge in new establishments of cooperatives right throughout the country. There is a lot of conversation going on about it, and it's very timely. It's very timely, and it's necessary. Cooperatives have certain benefits, certain advantages over MSME or SME businesses involving large number of people, especially in communal groups. So it can be to our advantage to work in collaboration together, not just one household, but a group of people together, maybe a community at ward level, and it's got huge benefits and advantages to build our communities. We can start with the homes and as family units, and develop ourselves into communal groups, cooperative groups, work together with union. It's easier to work in communities at that level. Reason being, we all know ourselves. We know ourselves. We know our customs and our ambitions and our morals in the community. So it's easy for us to work together at that level, to be able to have one understanding, one vision, to do things like a 8-post, or work on an oval, or build a classroom. It's easy to do it within that space. When you have groups that understand their purpose and what they're supposed to be doing together. So those are just some things in relation to the cooperative. But I'm pretty sure government has bigger plans for this platform going forward, and I encourage people, especially not only rural, but anybody out there who is interested or who wants to participate in this kind of organization, to please seek the right information from your commerce divisions, and visit the Cooperative Society's office, ask the right questions, and organize yourselves, formally register your cooperatives, and participate for potential economic activities that are out there.